What we got here is a Pelican water filtration system, and that includes two parts, two main components. We have a 5-micron filter right here, that's the blue one, and then the big silver tank, this is the carbon filtration system. The good thing about this filtration system is that there is an upflow design to it, which means that when the water comes in, it enters in from the top to a tube down through the bottom, and then it pushes its way out into the house. So it doesn't need to be back flush to fluff the media. It also has a bypass valve here, which you just turn both of these things on the top, and then you can bypass the tank so you don't have to go through the carbon filtration system. The only time I would ever have to worry about this is if I was changing the tank, because my whole system, the way I put it in is I have right down here, this bypasses the filtration system altogether. It doesn't go through the micron filter or the carbon filter. This is full pressure going to my outside water spigots and sprinkler system. Then after that it goes through a check valve, and then it goes through a pressure reducer, and then after the pressure reducer goes into the filtration system here and into the carbon and then back out into the house. So everything inside the house is filtered, everything outside the house is not filtered. And that way it extends the life of your both filters, the tank and the micron filter, so you get more time out of it. The good thing about this tank is that it lasts 5 years. The carbon will continue to work for approximately 5 years. Initially this is about $800, I believe, is what I paid for this, for the whole thing, and it's really nice because every 5 years you only got to spend another $150 to replace the canister inside this. You don't got to replace this whole tank. All you got to do is replace the carbon canister that's inside this. There are other things inside this that's not just carbon. There's also copper granules, and what that does is it makes it bacteriologically inert so that you don't have fungus growing in there or anything like that, or in the rest of your pipes. So I'm not really reviewing this per se. I'm just showing you the what it does for you. What it does is it removes the chlorine and chloramines and other contaminants that are in your water. Today I'm not going to be able to show you how it removes everything, but I do have a chlorine test kit, and I can show you how it will remove the chlorine from your water. Alright, so just to show how this Pelican water system works and the carbon filter, here is a pool test kit, and I have a pH thing here, but we don't really need to do that. I've already done it, and it's about 7.2. We don't really need to show that. That's not really going to change the pH, so that's not a big problem. What will change is the chlorine and chloramines, and if I just go ahead and take this from the spigot, which I'll do right now. Alright, and let me put the drops in there. It's about 5 drops. Shake it up a little bit. Now normally it's going to turn yellow right away if you have any chlorine in your water. You don't really need to wait that long. But I'm going to shake it up a little bit and show you that there is none. So here's a white background. And you can see that it's perfectly clear. There is no color to it whatsoever. So it is not just taking out the taste and smell, it is actually absorbing the chlorine. Alright, now what I got here is water that has bypassed the filtration system. We're going to add some chlorine testing fluid to this. Alright, now the camera's not going to pick this up quite as well as the eye can, but you can kind of see in there that it is yellow. I'm going to go ahead and read this off to you. And we are at about 1.5 on that scale, and that would be considered ideal for a swimming pool. So if you want to drink swimming pool water, this amount of chlorine in here. You can see it there. Anyways, you got the point. So if you want to drink swimming pool water with that much chlorine in there, you go right ahead. I'm going to go ahead and drink water without chlorine in it and not have to worry about it.